there were so many good bands. I can't even think of them. Polvo and Arches of Loaf, Superchunk. But the Velt. But it wasn't even who I was listening to. These are the guys I was hanging out with, you know. So you'd see him down the bar and how's it going, you know. And that at that time it was like, hey, it's Thursday night, let's go to the Cradle. And it wasn't like who's playing. You said who's playing when you got to the door. And you might change your mind and turn around, but usually it's like, I've never heard them, but let's go get a beer. My impression now is that it's different. It's like, who's playing? Should we go out? We'll decide if we're going to go out based on whether or not we want to go see these guys. I heard so much good stuff that I was never going to hear. And also at that time, you know, you'd get a call from Frank Heath and he'd say, hey, you guys want to open for Meat Puppets? And we'd be like, yes, we do. And then you'd go open for the Meat Puppets at the Cradle. It was awesome. And now I can't really do that no more, you know. Big touring, national touring bands bring their own openers. So it's not quite what it used to be. Why do I smoke? Because it's delicious. Because I'm addicted. I know it's ridiculous. It doesn't mean I hate myself. My wife moved out on October 1st, and then 9 days later, my son was diagnosed with leukemia. So it's been a pretty rough go. But he's in remission and back in school and doing really good, you know. And it's what they call the good cancer. I had a nurse up on the ward say, I never thought I'd tell somebody that their kid had the good cancer. And I was like, yeah, I understand now, you know. But it's like 90% that'll kick it and won't come back. It doesn't take very long up on the pediatric oncology ward to get a sense of like how bad it could be or what kind of bullets you might be dodging, you know what I mean? This is called Party of One, and even though it's kind of a heartbreaker, there's a reference to Joe Lieberman in the title. I wrote it in September when he threatened to quit the Democratic Party if he didn't win the primaries. You remember that? And he did. And he's a party of one, which is, I know that a lot of people that don't want to go to his parties. the tumbling tide. Did you lose the person you had to hide? Look for her now. Did you think this was a race to be won, just to become a party of one? Don't you wish it wasn't over and done? Or wish like that now? Oh yes, wish like that now. Because you know I have a wish that should come true. If your only definition of free has got to be